Hello guys, Smoothie here, bringing you an F1 race around Suzuka in the new Mercedes W12 F1 car on iRacing. I'm still taking it easy on iRacing as I get back into it, so I've been doing a lot of no quali races, meaning I just start at the back without qualifying, take it easy for a few laps and then see what kind of opportunities present themselves. That doesn't mean I won't race anyone, I just don't want to be caught up in any first lap accidents. We're gonna stay on board for the first lap here, and you can see just how much space I leave. If there is one thing I've learned after 3 weeks of racing the W12 on iRacing, it's that people still don't know how to race fast cars. I did this race right after withdrawing from an F1 fixed race because someone ran into the back of me in the S's because I couldn't go faster than the guy ahead. It took me and 3 other people out in the process. I'm having an absolute blast racing this thing, but people around 2000 iRating are very inconsistent in fast cars. It was very apparent in the LMP2s, but the Grand Prix Series is painting an even clearer picture. So it's very hard to stay out of trouble, as you will see again later on. Let's get right into this race now, and you've seen me leaving a lot of space for the first lap, and right here you can see why. This is exactly what I'm trying to avoid, and I've learned from experience that in the Grand Prix Series in this Formula 1 car around my iRating, there is a massive crash with multiple cars involved every single time. So it's better to just stay back, wait a few laps and then see what we can do later on. We're gonna skip all the way to lap 5, almost 6. I've gained a couple positions from people crashing out. I've lost one position to Javier in front of me. I did let him go because I didn't want to race anyone the first 2 laps. But we're having a look against him again right here. We take the inside, but then unfortunately run a little bit wide, which allow him to come right next up to me again. And here is another perfect example. Look how close we were to each other there. If I did not take it easy and back out there, that would have been my race over once again, because Javier just came to the outside so much, you know. This is something that I've just come to expect, you know. You can't really race these guys hard around 2000 iRating because they are very inconsistent in the Formula 1 car. So that's why I'm just taking it easy and trying to stay out of trouble instead of having every race ended like this. We stayed on board here as we are following him, because I did feel like I was a lot faster than the guys in front of me. I just didn't want to risk any accidents, so I didn't go for any aggressive moves. But you will see in just a moment here, this problem will solve itself as we follow Javier into this last chicane right here. You can see everyone going very slow, and then right here, for whatever reason, Javier touches the grass, goes off to the right, and you can see in the mirror he's hitting the barrier of the pit entry, and that's his race done. As we skip ahead another lap, and I've caught up to the guys in front of me fairly quick as they were fighting a little bit. Trying to see if I can get past them somehow. You can see me having a little look against Robert here, but ultimately once again decided it is better to just back out instead of taking it side by side through the first 2 corners. Trying to avoid any accidents once again, and then my goal here was to just stay close to them, you know, see if I get an opportunity on the back straight, and if not, we can always wait for the DRS again. So I've been following them very close, and you can see right here there's a back marker, and I have to fully avoid Troy in front of me. I have no idea what he was doing. Right here I wasn't sure if he was gonna let me pass or not, so I stayed very cautious, but he did ultimately let me by, but I've lost over 1.5 seconds to the guys ahead, so it's time to do some more catching up now. We fast forward almost exactly one lap and you see I've already caught up to them again. They were fighting a little bit, but I was also just that much faster than them. So right here I knew I have to get past Robert and Henry somehow. I am much faster than him. I can pull away once I'm in front, so my goal here was to just follow as closely as possible, still leaving a healthy gap to just give myself that little bit of extra space in case things go south, and then see if we have an opportunity to get past them somewhere. There was no real opportunity here, as Robert also had the slipstream from Henry in front of him. Locks up a little bit here, and I just saw an opportunity there. I knew I was gonna have a much better exit than him, although he will also have the DRS, as you can see. But I did put it into attack mode here, ERS attack mode. I wanted to go for this move, and you can see here he did let me go. We did briefly touch our wheels. This time I decided I was going to stick to my line. I know I can keep it to the inside. It was up to him whether he was gonna go for it or not. He decided to back out wisely. Thank you for that, Robert. And we tried to prepare our next attack to Henry here, and you can see once again we were just so much faster than him, and I wanted to get past him as fast as possible, trying to get away from him after that. But I have to admit, hindsight is 2020. Maybe I should have been a little bit more patient here. But I mean, look at the massive speed overflow we've had. Okay, I could have stuck to my line here again, but decided to back out once again. He did get a bad exit, so we put it into attack here, trying to go side by side, and we crash. We crash out of this race. I absolutely did not see that coming when I was going for that move. I thought I had plenty of space. He told me in the chat later on that in his mind he kept it to the middle, and if there was no space it was up to me to back out, which I don't agree with him at all, because I felt like there was plenty of space. And looking at the replay later on, he also did swerve over to the right a little bit, in my opinion. But you know, I'm gonna have you take a look and let you decide for yourselves. He also later on admitted to me in chat that he was going to pit at the end of this lap, so he probably should have let me go. But he tried to hold me up a little bit because there was a possibility he could have caught up to me on fresher tires. Which is just, there's so much I could say about this, but a lot of people around 2000 iRating think they have to fight everyone around them on track. They don't, you know, they don't see the bigger picture. They don't plan for the race, because I was just so much faster than him. There was no way he was ever gonna catch up to me again, even on fresh tires. So there was absolutely no need to even risk squeezing me out on that straight and potentially ruining both our races. It's just such a frustrating and unnecessary crash again that ruined both our races, ruined iRating, ruined safety rating, and it just didn't need to happen. You can see me throwing my hands around in the background as well, but again, it is what it is. This is just what I'm trying to avoid all the time. Sometimes it doesn't work, so yeah. I hope you enjoyed this race anyways. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like. Every little bit helps my channel grow and is greatly appreciated, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.